We have the LeapFrog LeapPad, which is probably the current it toy that you're going to be seeing out in 2011 for Christmas. Recently put out by LeapFrog. It's the answer to the adult's iPad, and it has a lot of cool features. Basically, it's made for kids ages 4 to 9. From my experience with my daughter, who's 5.5, I think 4 might be a little early for some kids just because most of the actions are taking place using a stylus, so you need to have a certain level of fine motor coordination. But 5 to 9, it really is a good toy because they can understand a lot of what's going on. You have basics that are included with the LeapPad. You have a pet pad. There's a camera option. You can make up their own little books. There's an art studio, and there's basic games. You can also get additional games, which then insert in the top. In this case, I have Toy Story 3. And so that can add more information. Plus, when you sync it up to your computer, because you have software you have to install initially when you put it on, you have the option of downloading additional games and programs, books, things like that directly from LeapPad to put on your iPad, or sorry, to download directly from LeapFrog to put on your LeapPad. Basics of the system: simple on-off button, volume up and down. You have the home button to get you back. There's a navigation and a speaker. On the side, the stylus attaches. On the back, you have the camera spot. Batteries go right here. So far, we've been running this thing for quite a few days and haven't had to change the batteries yet. There's a small microphone over here on this side. You have a DC connector, because you also have the ability to buy a package that just DC plugs into the wall, or you can get rechargeable batteries. Have headphones options, which is fabulous, and connection to the computer as well as the game slot. Navigation is really simple. You can sit there and just tap on it to go straight to the game. Very easy to use. My daughter really didn't have a hard time with anything. Some of the games got a little more challenging as she went along, and she had a hard time with the problem-solving aspect, but she still loved playing them. Drawing is her absolute favorite thing, so she likes to use that more than anything else. Perfectly understandable. Not sure if she's actually played this game yet, so we'll let it warm up a little bit.
Disney Pixar Toy Story 3.
Visual quality is really good. Even from the angle right here where I'm looking at it with it almost sideways to my eyes, I can still see the screen pretty easily. The games have unique features with, as you get better at them, you have the ability to earn badges. The game recognizes when you've earned a badge and directs you to go to sync up your LeapPad to download the badges, kind of like an reward system, which is pretty cool. So this game has missions, spelling, and gadget modes. I like the fact that most of the games are education related.
Mission mode.
I did note that some of the other games have
Caterpillar Room Art Corner.
options for older kids too. So even though it is a 4 to 9, I think this is probably a much better option for some of the older kids because you're going to get more use out of it, more mileage. But other than that, it's been great. I would recommend getting a case to go with it because you don't want to drop it very easily. You can buy cases to go with it. I ended up using a small towel to wrap it around just when we were traveling, just to make sure it stayed safe because I really did not want to ruin the investment because it is kind of a pricey toy. Gives you very clear instructions. When you have the volume up, it tells you what you should be doing. Love that too. So a lot to love with this toy. Really, there's not anything I found wrong with it. It's very age appropriate. It's very light. It's very easy for the kids to use, and very entertaining. My daughter used it. Has been using it constantly since we got it. But it hasn't been addictive or bad in a way that she gets upset if she doesn't have a chance to use it. She understands that it's definitely a toy and a tool at the same time, but doesn't take away from other activities. So I really like this toy. And there we go. LeapFrog LeapPad.